Dear Misty, I still live at home and I have a full-time job, but I also do drag on the weekends for tips in SF. Maybe that's San Francisco. And I've been doing drag for a long time, and I think that it's time to start getting paid. How does that process work? Asked by Danthemanm. Dan, I think everywhere is completely different. It depends on the bar, it depends on the city, it depends on a lot of things, a lot of factors. But the bottom line is, if you are a coveted entertainer, they're going to ask you to perform. Now, I performed for 5 years for tips only. And I think the average is 2 to 5 years for tips only until I actually got paid. The show that I work, my main show right now in Fort Lauderdale, not SF, I have a cast of 5 girls, and the rest of the girls work for tips only. If there's a girl out of town or has to travel, etc., then I'll try to get someone to replace them. But yeah, it's normal. Drag queens have to work for a long time. It seems like years and years and years for tips until they can prove themselves. But within that period, you're going to build up your costumes, you're going to build up your wardrobe, you're going to build up your repertoire of songs, you're going to perfect your look, your performance ability, your everything. You're going to grow, and every time you perform, you're going to get better. So don't get discouraged. Just because nobody's paying you, drag's a really tough job to get into because you have to spend a lot of money before you can start making money. And you have to spend a lot of time and energy before people are going to start paying you. The important thing is that you are making tips. If you are making tips, maybe you could break even. You spend $50 on a look. Hopefully you can make that $50 back, and the next time you wear that look, it's all profit. Right? At least that's how I did it. And when I first started doing drag, when I had a full-time job, all the tips I made for drag paid for drag. The foundation, the makeup, etc. And then my real job paid my rent, electricity. Now drag pays for everything. But I work every day and I bust my ass. But you know what else is different about me? Is I still do a lot of charity. I truly believe that if you're an entertainer, you're feeding off the community. But it's also important to give back to the community. And so I know you perform for tips on the weekends, but also put yourself out there. And the more places that you perform, a lot more people are going to see you. And then, hey, I'm doing a party here, or I'm doing a benefit here, or I'm doing this. Can you help me with that? Get your name out there. And don't give up. That was an Ask Misty. Loving you is easy.